Took this trade in the B period. That yellow line there is actually the POC from last week, Friday, and then it's also the weekly, the previous week's POC. Now, I wanted to see it kind of pop over top of that. That's where I was looking to enter, and then you can see how it popped up there. So I entered my first contract, and I thought it would maybe push a little higher, and I'd get that second contract in, and it was kind of catching it here. There wasn't really anything for me to lean against, so I was reluctant. It was B period, and I thought, there was a chance the way that you had A period, then you had B period there, step up like that. I thought there was a chance that we would test that upper node, so I didn't want to put my second contract in. I probably could have put it in somewhere around here. I thought, you know what, it's fine. We'll just run this through and see how far we can get with it. And any extension farther on that B period, I'd want to be out of it. And what I was looking for is to get back under that POC. And remember, that's the POC from last week, Friday, and the previous week's POC. And I was looking for the settlement would be that green line, and I thought we'd at least get back to that POC from today. And then the next thing I would look at would be the VWAP is that dashed yellow line, and the orange line is the open. So I thought we'd at least get back to that open. Once we'd get to that. If we get to that POC, then the next place I would look could be extending that B period into that VWAP. And then the next thing I would look at is that open. And then obviously the next thing would be flushing that A period low, and that would take out the volume area low. And the reason I liked this trade was because you can see how the profiles are stacked up there. So we're obviously kind of ranging back and forth. And right now, as I'm making this video, we're pushing back to the highs again. So that, I had it right. What happened here is I didn't get my second contract in. You'll see when I get towards the end, or when I take this, I'm regretting it because I only had one contract. When I get close to 40 ticks, if I only have one contract, I pretty much go ahead and take it unless there's an opportunity for me to add another contract back in. And I was thinking right here, if C period open, if we got to C period, which there's 6 minutes left, and then it came down and created kind of a step up, then I'd want to be out of this. If C period were to open and it just kind of, maybe come up a little bit, basically where it's at right now, and then started to fade down, that might be an opportunity to get that second contract in. I wasn't confident enough because of that step up in the B, from the A period to just add it, in the middle of nowhere here. So I just stuck with the one, like I said. And I thought if we did flush down through here, just like it's doing now, you can see it made it back to the settlement. Right there, we're at the POC. And then, like I said, the next thing I'm looking at is some extension on the B period. That would take us right into that VWAP, which is basically where the dashed yellow line is there, kind of by the arrow. And then obviously the next thing would be the open. And when it got that far, I wanted it to just push right through there. And I wasn't worried about the last couple ticks. Again, if I would have had two contracts here, it would have been easy, right? I could have just taken one, maybe even at the POC, and then I would have held that second one, and then I could have added another one if we had like a little pop-up. But, we got down there, and, I had no idea that it was going to totally fall apart. I thought there'd, be options or other opportunities to get in. So once we get down here to the, that's the open at the dashed orange line, you'll see there's in just a second here, there'll be another push, and I'll go ahead and close it for about 33 ticks. I thought that was pushing it, having the one contract. I didn't want to go through a whole nother rotation back up just to get here, because if we did that, I could just re-enter right there. I took it for the 33 ticks.